Hey church, hope you're doing well. We are coming to you on this Monday newsletter knowing that the summer is full of vacations and people visiting family and things like that. We want to make sure that everybody is caught up to speed and in the loop on what's happening in our church and some of the big announcements that we had this past Sunday. And so there's two big things we want to highlight. The first is something we've been praying into as a church for quite a while. This year, maybe you've been a part of our Heart for the House season and our Vision Sunday, where we have this idea of being courageous again, where God is calling us to be strong and courageous and bold in this season. And we know in the last little bit, God has brought the opportunity to purchase Slate Center and a building as a church, which is pretty phenomenal. In the last little while, we've taken on leadership of a Bible college, which is, again, a pretty incredible thing. And there's been this other thing that we've been praying into as a church that Pastor Brand has been alluding to, saying, hey, we can't really talk about it. We're working on the back end, and we just want everybody in our church to be praying over it, that God's will would be done, that you give us wisdom. And we've been praying into it as a church, and I'm really excited to share that this coming Sunday, July 16th, we are going to be able to share with the whole church this project that we've been working on, that Pastor Brandon and Pastor Emma have been walking through in these last 8 or 9 months. And it's been a lot of work, a lot of time, and it's a really significant thing for our church, something we've been praying into, and we want to make sure that everybody is being able to be brought along in what's happening here. So my encouragement to you is this coming Sunday, make sure you're present at church to hear what's going on, invite somebody to church, be around. If you're away on vacation, make sure you're tuning in online. We want everybody to be a part of what is happening and aware of all the stuff that's going on in this season. So July 16th, tune in for an update, kind of the conclusion of all of this prayer and engagement that we've had as a church and this work that Pastor Brandon and Pastor Emma have been doing. So that's announcement number 1. Beth, you've got announcement number 2 for us.
Announcement number 2. In case you missed it, there was a video update that came out from Pastors Brandon and Emma as it pertains to our morning location for our services. And if you didn't see that video, essentially we want to bring you up to speed and let you know that at Landmark Cinemas, which is where we currently meet for our Waterloo morning services, they're actually undergoing some significant renovations. And the way that actually impacts us as a church is that the theater that we're meeting in right now for our morning services is actually going to be reducing capacity quite significantly. So much so that we won't actually be able to keep our services in that space. And that's an awesome problem for us to have, is that we're actually outgrowing the venue that we are finding ourselves in. And so right now we're actually in the works of speaking to some other venues, finding a couple options, and I think we've narrowed it down to 2 really great ones. And so we're excited to fill you in on where that's going to be, and our hope and our prayer is that also on July 16th we'll be able to share the update with you on where that's going to be. So definitely stay tuned for that. But we also just wanted to remind you that as of August 6th, that's actually going to be our last service at the Landmark Waterloo location for our morning services. And then as of August 13th, we're going to find ourselves in that new space, and this Sunday, July 16th, is when we will let you know, hopefully, where that is going to be.
Yeah, so we would ask that you're praying into these things, both announcements, the venue, praying for, smooth conversation as we go through negotiations with these 2 different options, prayer that God would continue to lead us. And we also ask that you would be bringing people along in this. If you know somebody, maybe in your local or at our church that might be new, might not have all the information, you're thinking, oh, I got to tell this person so they're up to speed on things, make sure you're sharing this stuff. You can share this video with them, you can give them a call, you can talk to them. We just want to make sure that everybody is brought along in what God is doing, and we're not missing anyone, and no one's missing anything that's happening in our church. So we hope you're having a great summer. Hope you're having a great week. We love you very much. We will see you July 16th for some really exciting news, both on the venue side, but also on this thing we've been praying into. We'll see you soon.